Hello friends. Dr. Ken Berry recently made some big revelations about the carnivore diet, which were pretty much unexpected for a lot of us following this mighty effective eating approach. He was talking on a podcast where he was asked about people complaining about having started the carnivore diet, all for the purpose of the huge health benefits associated with this method, but they have not gotten the slightest of the desired results and outcomes. So, why a lot of us fail on carnivore? What 3 things majority of people are doing wrong, and what exactly needs to be done to achieve the extraordinary health benefits associated with the carnivore diet. This was the primary focus of the discussion, and the kind of response by Dr. Berry on this matter truly reflected the reason of him being the topmost expert on the carnivore diet, by a wide margin. It can be said with strong conviction that all those individuals struggling on the carnivore diet, even after having some early success, after going through these critical revelations, would have a much clearer view of what actually is going wrong, be it the flaws in their basic understanding of the carnivore principles, the issue with the kind of meat they are consuming, or even the problems related to frequency of the meals they are having. Pretty much everything is concisely answered by Dr. Ken Berry. Now, for the ease and benefit of our viewers, today in this exclusive video we have summarized Dr. Berry's answers in an easy-to-understand manner, coupled up with some exclusive tips which further complement what Dr. Berry advises us to do for the optimal, most results on our carnivore journeys. Don't just sit back and relax. Rather try to extract the maximum out of this highly informative video in the next few minutes, translating into countless years of your healthy life ahead. Friends, let's start off with the most crucial aspect, the basic flaws in our understanding of the core principles of the carnivore diet. According to Dr. Berry, the carnivore diet is based on 2 fundamental principles, which work in tandem. A lot of you might be thinking, we already know this, but this is exactly where we make our first mistake. Let's cut deep into some important details on this issue. Well friends, as we know, the carnivore diet has the potential to deliver extraordinary health benefits, ranging from vastly improved metabolic functions, to reduced inflammation, better mental clarity, and cure of various untreatable chronic conditions. However, many people nowadays find themselves struggling to achieve these results, often because they misunderstand or overlook the foundational principles of the diet. While it might appear to be a pretty straightforward approach, cutting out carbs and eating meat, Dr. Berry tells that the true effectiveness of the carnivore diet is deeply rooted in biochemistry and the precise application of 2 scientific principles, elimination and optimal nutrition. The carnivore diet as a complete elimination diet. One of the most important aspects of the carnivore diet is its role as an extreme elimination diet. This is not just about cutting back on carbohydrates or reducing processed foods. It's about completely removing the foods that have been damaging our health for years, even in trace amounts. Carbohydrates, particularly from grains, sugars, and even fruits, trigger insulin release in our bodies, promoting fat storage and impeding fat loss. A single meal rich in carbohydrates can spike insulin levels for several hours, making it impossible for our body to burn fat during that period. For example, consuming just 50 grams of carbohydrates, roughly equivalent to a medium-sized bowl of rice, can raise blood glucose levels significantly, prompting a large release of insulin to bring those levels back down. This insulin spike blocks fat oxidation, meaning that our body is burning sugar instead of fat. To fully benefit from the carnivore diet, it's essential to eliminate all carbohydrates, even in small amounts, so that our body can shift to fat metabolism, a state known as ketosis. In ketosis, the liver converts stored fat into ketone bodies, which our brain and muscles can use as a clean and efficient energy source. The benefits of ketosis go beyond weight loss. Our insulin sensitivity improves, which means that our cells become more responsive to insulin, helping regulate blood sugar levels more effectively. For someone struggling with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, this shift can be life-changing. Research shows that after just a few days of zero-carb intake, insulin levels can drop by 50%, allowing the body to start burning fat more efficiently. However, even small amounts of carbohydrates, like a piece of fruit or a snack with hidden sugars, can interrupt this process, forcing the body back into glucose dependence and halting fat burning. In addition to carbohydrates, the carnivore diet eliminates plant-based toxins that many of us unknowingly consume daily. Plants produce natural defense chemicals known as anti-nutrients, which can interfere with our body's ability to absorb essential vitamins and minerals. For example, lectins found in legumes and grains can bind to the lining of our intestines, disrupting the gut barrier and causing inflammation. This phenomenon, often referred to as leaky gut, allows harmful substances to enter the bloodstream, leading to systemic inflammation and even autoimmune reactions. A significant portion of the population suffers from chronic inflammation, which can manifest as joint pain, digestive issues, and fatigue, often without realizing the role that plant-based foods play in these symptoms. By removing these anti-nutrients completely, our gut rapidly heals, vastly improving nutrient absorption and reducing inflammation throughout our body. Moving ahead to the more crucial of the two carnivore pillars, in addition to the complete elimination of carbohydrates and plant-based toxins, the consumption of animal protein, specifically from fatty red meat and organ meats, is fundamental to the carnivore diet's success. The biological processes at play when consuming these nutrient-dense foods provide the building blocks for our body's optimal functioning, particularly in terms of muscle maintenance, hormone regulation, and energy production. Animal proteins are far more than just fuel for our muscles. They are the most complete and bioavailable form of protein we can consume. Unlike plant-based proteins, which often lack one or more essential amino acids, red meat contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact proportions needed by our body. These amino acids are critical for building and repairing muscle tissue, synthesizing enzymes, and producing hormones. For example, the amino acid leucine, abundant in red meat, is a key regulator of muscle protein synthesis, the process by which our body builds new muscle. Without sufficient leucine, our body's ability to maintain and grow lean muscle mass is compromised. Moreover, the bioavailability of these amino acids from animal sources is unmatched by plant proteins. The protein digestibility corrected amino acid score, PDCAS, for beef is 0.92 out of 1.0, indicating that nearly all of the protein is absorbed and utilized by the body. In contrast, the PDCAS for most plant proteins, such as soy or lentils, hovers around 0.6, meaning that a significant portion of the protein is not fully absorbed. This difference is vital when considering how efficiently our body can repair tissue, regulate hormones, and maintain overall health. But it's not just protein that makes red meat a cornerstone of the carnivore diet. Animal fats, particularly from fatty cuts of meat, play an essential role in supporting our body's energy needs and hormonal health. Unlike carbohydrates, which provide short bursts of energy followed by crashes, fat offers a steady, long-lasting source of fuel. This is especially important in a state of ketosis, where our body relies on fat for energy instead of glucose. Without adequate fat intake, it becomes difficult for our body to maintain ketosis, which is crucial for long-term fat burning and mental clarity. Furthermore, the saturated fats found in fatty red meats like ribeye and lamb chops are vital for hormone production. Cholesterol, which is a primary component of these animal fats, is a precursor to important hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol. These hormones regulate everything from our energy levels and mood to reproductive health and stress response. Studies show that diets low in saturated fat can decrease testosterone levels by up to 15%, which can result in reduced muscle mass, lower energy, and diminished libido. In contrast, a diet rich in healthy animal fats supports optimal hormone levels, leading to improved physical and mental performance. One of the most common mistakes people make when following the carnivore diet is opting for lean cuts of meat, under the mistaken belief that consuming too much fat will hinder their weight loss goals. In reality, fat is an essential nutrient that not only supports ketosis, but also enables the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins, which are abundant in animal foods, play critical roles in immune function, skin health, and bone strength. Without sufficient fat intake, our body cannot absorb these vitamins effectively, leading to potential deficiencies. For example, vitamin D, crucial for calcium absorption and bone health, is only absorbed when dietary fat is present. Deficiency in vitamin D can lead to weakened bones, an increased risk of fractures, and impaired immune function. Furthermore, as told by Dr. Berry and Dr. Chafee, equally important is the inclusion of organ meats in the carnivore diet. Organ meats, such as liver, heart, and kidneys, are some of the most nutrient-dense foods available, providing a rich source of essential vitamins and minerals that are often lacking in modern diets. For example, liver contains more vitamin A, retinol, in a single serving than most people get in an entire week from plant-based sources. This form of vitamin A is crucial for vision, immune function, and cellular repair, as it plays a role in regulating the expression of genes involved in immune responses. Additionally, liver is a powerful source of B vitamins, particularly B12, which is essential for nerve function, DNA synthesis, and red blood cell formation. Another critical nutrient provided by organ meats is heme iron, which is the most bioavailable form of iron and is essential for producing hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. Unlike non-heme iron, found in plant-based sources, heme iron is absorbed at a much higher rate, 15% to 35% compared to just 2% to 20% from plants. This makes organ meats like liver and heart incredibly valuable for preventing and addressing iron deficiencies, which are common in people who rely on plant-based diets. A deficiency in iron can lead to anemia, resulting in fatigue, weakness, and compromised immune function. Incorporating organ meats into the carnivore diet can drastically improve our nutrient profile, ensuring that we receive all the vitamins and minerals necessary for thriving health. These nutrient-dense foods are often referred to as nature's multivitamins for a reason. Consuming them provides a wealth of essential nutrients in their most bioavailable forms. Just a few servings of organ meats per week can prevent nutrient deficiencies and support optimal function of our immune system, brain, and energy metabolism. Well, friends, we have explored the basic flaws and understanding of the carnivore diet in the video so far. Now it's time to learn something even more useful regarding our success on the carnivore diet. But before we move ahead, we would like to know, how has your experience been on the carnivore diet so far? How many health issues have you healed so far? And what foods you prefer? Do share your thoughts and opinion in the comments. So friends, let's now have a look at the 3 exclusive tips, which the top experts apply for the exponential kind of health benefits and results they get on the carnivore journey. Tip number 1, meal frequency optimization. Optimizing meal frequency is very crucial for maximizing the benefits of the carnivore diet. While traditional eating patterns often include 3 meals per day, many individuals on the carnivore diet find success with intermittent fasting or reduced meal frequency. These strategies certainly enhance fat adaptation, improve insulin sensitivity, and promote autophagy, which is a cellular cleanup process linked to longevity and reduced disease risk. Intermittent fasting involves alternating periods of eating and fasting. This eating pattern aligns with our evolutionary history, where food availability was sporadic, leading to natural periods of fasting. Intermittent fasting can be particularly effective for those on the carnivore diet, as it helps the body become more efficient at burning fat for fuel. One popular intermittent fasting schedule is the 16 and 8 method, which involves fasting for 16 hours and eating all meals within an 8-hour window. This typically means skipping breakfast and having the first meal around noon and the last meal around 8 p.m. A study published in Obesity found that participants following the 16-8 method experienced significant weight loss, reduced fat mass, and improved metabolic markers, including lower insulin levels and increased insulin sensitivity. Another approach is OMAD, 1 meal a day, where individuals consume all their daily calories in one large meal. This method can simplify meal planning and promote significant autophagy. Research in cell metabolism indicates that prolonged fasting periods, such as those in OMAD, can enhance cellular repair mechanisms, reduce inflammation, and improve overall metabolic health. By extending the fasting period, intermittent fasting encourages the body to utilize stored fat as a primary energy source. This is particularly beneficial on the carnivore diet, where carbohydrate intake is minimal. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that intermittent fasting could enhance fat oxidation, leading to improved energy levels and reduced fat mass. Intermittent fasting has also been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for metabolic health. Improved insulin sensitivity means the body can manage blood sugar levels more effectively, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. A review in the New England Journal of Medicine highlighted that intermittent fasting improved insulin sensitivity and reduced insulin levels, contributing to better blood glucose control. Autophagy is a process where the body removes damaged cells and regenerates new ones. Intermittent fasting has been linked to increased autophagy, which can reduce the risk of chronic diseases and promote longevity. A study in Nature showed that fasting-induced autophagy could protect against neurodegenerative diseases and enhance lifespan. While intermittent fasting offers substantial benefits, the flexibility in meal timing is essential to suit individual needs and goals. For those new to the carnivore diet or with higher caloric needs due to physical activity, more frequent, smaller, nutrient-dense meals might be beneficial. These meals can help maintain energy levels and prevent hunger, making the transition to the carnivore diet smoother. Top carnivore influencers like Dr. Tony Hampton advocate for listening to our bodies and adjusting meal timing based on personal energy levels and hunger cues. He suggests starting with a 16/8 fasting schedule and then experimenting with different fasting windows to find what works best. This flexibility allows for customization of the diet to suit different lifestyles and preferences. Intermittent fasting has been shown to be highly effective for weight management. A study in translational research found that intermittent fasting could reduce body weight by 3 to 8% over 3 to 24 weeks, which is comparable to traditional calorie restriction methods. Research published in Circulation indicates that intermittent fasting improves our cardiovascular health by reducing blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and inflammatory markers. These improvements contribute to a lower risk of heart disease. Fasting periods can also improve mental clarity and cognitive function. A study in the Journal of Neuroscience found that intermittent fasting enhanced brain function, improved cognitive performance, and increased resistance to stress. To put it straight, adjusting meal frequency on the carnivore diet is a nuanced process that can significantly impact health outcomes. Intermittent fasting methods like the 16/8 and OMAD can really enhance our fat adaptation, improve metabolic health, and promote cellular repair through autophagy. These benefits are supported by extensive scientific research, making meal frequency adjustment a critical and highly valuable tool for those seeking to optimize their health and well-being on the carnivore diet. Moving to the final two tips and perhaps the most crucial game changers on our list. Tip number 2, role of electrolytes. Proper hydration is crucial on our carnivore diet, and Dr. Sean Baker emphasizes the importance of drinking plenty of water throughout the day. This is because our diet, which is low in carbohydrates, can lead to a natural diuretic effect. When we reduce our carbohydrate intake drastically, our bodies release stored glycogen, which is bound to water. For every gram of glycogen stored, about 3 grams of water are retained. As glycogen stores are depleted, this water is released, leading to increased urine output and consequently, a higher risk of dehydration. Hydration is not only about water intake, but also about maintaining the balance of electrolytes in our body, which are minerals essential for various bodily functions. Electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium play critical roles in muscle function, nerve transmission, and maintaining fluid balance within our cells. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition highlights the importance of electrolytes in preventing muscle cramps, fatigue, and other symptoms associated with electrolyte imbalances. Sodium, one of the key electrolytes, is crucial for maintaining fluid balance and supporting nerve and muscle function. On our carbohydrate-restricted diet, insulin levels decrease, which causes our kidneys to excrete more sodium. This can lead to a sodium deficiency if not adequately addressed. Dr. Berry recommends salting our food generously to compensate for this increased excretion. A review in the American Journal of Medicine confirms that adequate sodium intake is necessary to prevent symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, and fatigue, which can occur due to sodium deficiency. Potassium is another vital electrolyte that supports heart function, muscle contraction, and nerve signaling. Low carbohydrate diets can lead to decreased potassium levels due to increased excretion. The recommended daily intake for potassium is about 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams for adults. Consuming potassium-rich foods like salmon, mackerel, and other fatty fish can help maintain adequate levels. A study published in Hypertension demonstrated that sufficient potassium intake is associated with lower blood pressure and reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases. Magnesium, essential for over 300 biochemical reactions in our bodies, including energy production, muscle and nerve function, and bone health, can also be depleted on the carnivore diet. The recommended daily intake for magnesium is about 400 to 420 milligrams for men and 310 to 320 milligrams for women. Foods such as beef, lamb, and fatty fish like salmon are all good sources of magnesium. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that magnesium supplementation improved muscle function and reduced the risk of cramps and spasms in athletes. Supplementing with electrolytes, in addition to consuming naturally rich sources of these minerals, can help prevent imbalances. Electrolyte supplements specifically designed for low-carb diets often contain the right proportions of sodium, potassium, and magnesium to support our overall well-being. Research published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition supports the use of electrolyte supplements to maintain performance and prevent dehydration and electrolyte imbalances in individuals following restrictive diets. In simple words, staying hydrated and replenishing electrolytes is fundamental on our carnivore diet. Dr. Sean Baker's advice to drink plenty of water and generously salt our food addresses the increased risk of dehydration and electrolyte imbalances that come with carbohydrate restriction. By ensuring adequate intake of sodium, potassium, and magnesium through diet and supplementation, we can maintain optimal fluid balance, support muscle and nerve function, and prevent the adverse symptoms associated with electrolyte deficiencies. This approach not only enhances the overall health benefits of our carnivore diet, but also supports sustained well-being and performance in the elderly years of our life. And finally, here is something as crucial for the beginners as for the experienced carnivores. Tip number 3. The importance of fat to protein ratios. Well, friends, for more experienced carnivores, adjusting fat to protein ratios is crucial for optimizing the benefits of the carnivore diet. Dr. Ken Berry and other top carnivore influencers emphasize this adjustment to meet individual energy needs, improve metabolic health, and enhance overall well-being. By carefully balancing these macronutrients, we can tailor our diet to achieve specific health goals and respond to our body's unique requirements. The optimal fat-to-protein ratio depends on several factors, including activity level, metabolic health, and personal goals such as weight loss or muscle gain. Generally, a higher fat intake is recommended for maintaining or increasing energy levels without relying on carbohydrates. Fat provides 9 calories per gram, compared to 4 calories per gram from protein, making it a more efficient energy source. A study published in Cell Metabolism found that a ketogenic diet with a high fat-to-protein ratio significantly improved metabolic markers, including insulin sensitivity and lipid profiles. A common starting point for many on the carnivore diet is a fat-to-protein ratio of around 2:1 by calories. This means consuming twice as many calories from fat as from protein. For instance, if we consume 2,000 calories per day, 1,333 calories should come from fat, approximately 148 grams, and 667 calories should come from protein, approximately 167 grams. This ratio ensures that fat remains the primary energy source, which is crucial for those on a low-carb or zero-carb diet. Adjusting this ratio can have profound effects on how our body utilizes nutrients and responds to the diet. Higher fat ratios such as 3:1 may be beneficial for individuals with high energy demands or those looking to enhance mental clarity and endurance. Conversely, a slightly lower ratio, like 1.5:1, might be suitable for those aiming to build muscle while still leveraging the benefits of dietary fat. Protein is essential for our muscle maintenance and repair, especially for those engaging in regular physical activity. Consuming adequate protein helps prevent muscle loss and supports recovery. The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight for the average adult. But this can increase to 2.0 grams per kilogram for athletes and those looking to gain muscle. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition suggests that higher protein intakes support muscle hypertrophy and strength gains, particularly when combined with resistance training. So, by adjusting to the optimal fat-to-protein ratio, we assure you would improve and enhance your health and wellness on the carnivore diet by many folds. Well, friends, having gone through all the vital knowledge about the optimal working and outcomes of the carnivore diet, in simple words, the carnivore diet, when followed correctly, is not just a way of eating. It is a powerful tool for metabolic healing, enhanced brain function, and overall vitality. However, achieving these benefits requires a thorough understanding of the science behind both the elimination and nutrition aspects of the diet. First, complete elimination of all carbohydrates and plant-based toxins is crucial. Any deviation can throw off the intricate metabolic processes that allow the body to enter ketosis and rely on fat as its primary fuel source. Second, fueling the body with the most nutrient-dense, bioavailable foods, whole animal products, fats, and organ meats, is essential for providing the raw materials needed for cellular repair, hormone production, and overall health. By fully embracing the biochemical principles of elimination and optimal nutrition and avoiding the common mistakes that many of us make, we can unlock the extraordinary benefits of the carnivore diet and achieve long-lasting health transformations. By the way, what has been your experience on the carnivore diet so far? What variety of meat you prefer, cooked or raw? And what health conditions have you healed so far? Do share your journey in the comments. Press the like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with your loved ones as well. And to get more of such useful content related to your health and wellness, subscribe now to our channel. Plus, if you want to know something special related to the carnivore diet, watch the video showing up the screen right now. See you there.